I'm gonna hit everyone with the hello. Ready? Hi guys! Hello! Wait. I originally had the idea to write a scene. It was just one scene, and it was going to be 2 girls in a bathroom talking. And around the time, I had a lot of people around me that really hated their flatmates. Like, the amount of texts I'd get a day from people I knew saying, oh my god, so-and-so did this today. It was just a lot of drama from different people in my life. And I was like, you know what, that would be really funny if I had like a group of flatmates that really hated one of their flatmates. And I started to write the scene with Kelsey and Charlotte in mind, because I am friends with them and I knew them previously. I worked with them on other things. After I made these characters, I was like, this can't just be a scene, like it has to be a short film. Like I just had all these ideas about like why they hated this person, the sorts of things that she does, but the sorts of things that she does were never really that offensive or bad. It was just very dramatic.
I thought it was this kind of like a parody of a thriller, like kind of Carrie, Bunny Boiler, Fatal Attraction, like campy, like horror thing. That was obviously like quite eye-catching, and I had this like massive monologue. Can we swear in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this like fuck off like massive monologue, and I was like, this is like 4 girls like going crazy at each other, and I was like, this is like so fun and like, I don't know, like female forward and just like bitchy, and it was just like a fun thing to like get my teeth into. It was in the like modern age because it was all about people's reputations meaning more to them than what they really were like. It pulled it away from this kind of like caricature-y, campy 80s style into modern day, I guess.
I think you sent me like, it was either like a first draft or like just a little bit of it. And I remember like just finding it absolutely hilarious. I remember absolutely creasing, like it was so funny. And also I remember thinking this is the most Fran thing I've ever read. The vibes of like the glitter and the pinky and the fluffy and the like throwbacks to like the slashes and stuff, but with the sort of like girlhood at the core of it, and like exploring the like creative parts of what it is to be a girl along with like the toxicity of female friendship sometimes, and how that's like boils up in a pot when you're kind of all put together in a house, for instance.
Obviously the initial reaction was like, this is so fun and so hilarious, because I'm one of those people that like, watches funny films and I'm laughing inside, but I'm like but I was laughing out loud with this from like the start, so I was like, this is pretty special. And everyone said how like the genre is so strong and unique, and we need it. It's like not been with us for so many years, and Fran, you brought it back in like such a unique and different way, this sort of style. So yeah, I just remember being so excited, and still excited now. The line where I had to honestly bite my lip every time, the Olaplex.
Oh, yeah.
But it is like comical genius.
That is a good line. My favourite line, Fran's line of, wait, honey, is it vegan? Always just and I didn't think it would get me so much. And then, I don't know, just your like gaunt like look of like, just like proper like realisation of like, what? Oh my god.
I don't know, I think just because so many people on the team have specifically said that this is iconic, it has to be, I don't know, it has to be Danielle's it's honey and beetroot bitches, like that is just, it's got, like Danielle has so many iconic lines, to be fair. Something that was quite nice about acting in it and directing is because I was in the scene with everyone, I was kind of thinking as Jade and how Jade would react in that conversation. So if someone says something to me, I'd be able to watch and be like, oh, if they said it like this, I think Jade would react like this, and that would be really fun. So that's kind of how I dealt with it when I was in the shot. But obviously when I wasn't in the shots, it was so fun watching you guys.
It was really fun to be directed by you as well.
Oh, that's good, I'm glad. I'm so grateful, like every single person that I had on that team though, like genuinely, I always think about how lucky I am that everyone was just so amazing and collaborative and just fucking sick. So I do have a release date now. It's going to go onto YouTube because I want everyone to see it. Like, we put so much heart into this, and it's a shame for people just not to be able to see it. So it's going to go up on YouTube on Valentine's Day, on the 14th of Feb. So very soon. It'll be public and we can share it with everyone, and I'm so excited for everyone to see it.
The way that I stay motivated and the way that I definitely deal with rejection is by turning to like my mates who are all in the same boat. It's so nice to have people going through the same stuff and emotions as you. And you do, well, I mean, I know I do. I get myself into a hole really quickly with that kind of stuff, but just like chatting to people. And then out of that normally comes collaboration and creativity, and you're making your own work. You have to, you know, make your own work and be passionate. And also I think that the real important thing is you are more than a rejection. I don't know about you guys, but like that's probably the furthest that I've come with like myself in terms of the industry, just like being like, oh, it's fine. It's literally fine. I know I'm not a piece of shit actor. I know that it's all fine. I know that they went with this person and that's cool, and that doesn't mean that I'm terrible.
No, you're so right though. When it feels personal, you feel like you're the only one who's experiencing it, therefore it must be a personal attack on you, and you're just a freak, and you're a terrible actor, and you're shit, and you're untalented, and you're annoying, and all of those things. Whereas it's actually like when you realise that everyone else is having exactly the same feelings and experiencing exactly the same thing, it takes the personal out of it, because you realise it's just simply not personal. I imagine there being like two jars, and like one's a no jar and one's a yes jar, and in order to get like a marble in the yes jar, you have to fill the no jar up first, and then you get the marble in the yes jar. And so every no that you get is just another marble in the no jar closer to the marble in the yes jar.
You're just trusting the process, right? And just believing that like you're on the right path, and that all the small things that you're doing, you might not see the results now, but it's all like kind of adding up, and every small step that you're making is building to this bigger thing, which you have no idea what it might be yet, right? And I think that's actually quite exciting. Like, I think when you look at it as, it's exciting that you don't know what's coming next. And yeah, like what India was saying, I think that's why creating your own work, like for me, creating this was something that really kept me in a good place last year. It was very quiet for me. I needed something to do creatively. I was feeling very low, and I was like, right, no, I have to just write my own shit.
I was just going to say that exactly the same as Kelsey. Like, it's so easy to go on Twitter and see people saying, move on to the next one, just let it go. And you think, but actually that's really hard, because I want, like, we love this, right? This is like our dream. Like, it's so hard to just let stuff go. So, I mean, definitely let yourself feel it. Definitely talk to your friends about it. I mean, you guys have said it all perfectly, but it's very normal. This is tough. Like, we don't have to deny it. It's hard work, and you're allowed to feel rubbish sometimes, so.
I think I'd be amazing to live with. I'm just going to put that out there. I think I'd be fantastic. I'd have you all breakfast in the morning. I'd have coffee and tea on the go. I'd be amazing.
To be fair, you are actually such a top host. Like, I love staying with you because you properly spoil me.
My alarm goes off, I quickly turn it off, and I make sure you're still asleep. I go downstairs and make you a coffee, and I'm like, here you are.
I think I'd be a good host. I'm quite quiet to live with. I'm like a little like me, and then I like go out with you, and then I'm crazy, and then I come back and I'm like, nah. I'd be the laundry girl.
I'm an avid cleaner as well. So we've got laundry, we've got cleaning, we've got coffee, breakfast.
I'll sing.
We've got at-home entertainment sorted. 100%. I'm gonna come straight out of the gate with mine, and it to this day it kills me. When we were trying, Indy, you weren't there, it was when we were trying to get the bit where we're like skipping into the bedroom, because that was the hardest piece of acting I've ever done in my life, trying to keep a straight face there. Like, I could not do it. It was incredible.
Shout out to Summer, who did insane, well, you'll see the film, but I had some like crazy makeup on, and that was just amazing seeing her process. Like, it was like really insane. There was a bit where Fran had a pot of glitter, and she just like, in the scene, she just kind of, I think she jumped and the glitter went everywhere. And it wasn't that made me laugh. It was then Fran going like, she was like trying to get all this glitter out of her mouth, and I was just trying to, I think I was behind the camera at this point because I think it was a single on you, Fran, or like a 3-shot or something, but I just remember I just thought it was just so fucking funny seeing you like carry on with like this glitter coming out your mouth.
We were all trying to stay in character because I was like, okay, if this looks good, this would actually be really funny in the film. But Kelsey in the background is smiling, like I kind of, oh, it was just too funny. Favourite moment now looking back, but then it wasn't, was the fucking building works next door. Like, I say it's a favourite moment, but really it was just funny to watch back the footage and see my mind slowly being lost. Just the impatience.
Skipping was my, I mean, I still dream about it to this day. And then the glitter was a great shout.
With Jade, it's more, I don't know, because I've always wanted to play a character that's very ditzy. Like, I've always wanted to, that's why I kind of created her. But I think there's definitely a ditz that lives inside of me. I can, as intelligent as I like to think I am, I can be quite ditzy. And I feel like my personality has slowly integrated parts of Jade's. Like, I've become Pink's #1 fan. Yeah, Jade's just so, like, effortlessly feminine and pink and sparkly, and I think that's gonna stay with me. So I love that about her.
I definitely can be stroppy, and I think Phoebe has that in her, obviously. She's got this like anxiety where she has to have a plan, and like Fran will know from me, and Fran will voice note each other every morning with our daily plan, right? Of like, right, I'm so anxious, I'm gonna make a plan, and it has to happen and it has to work. And I feel like that sort of determination in her and her ability to kind of just be a bit stroppy sometimes.
I think there's definitely similarities between me and Heather. I think she's an absolute fucking little freak, and I definitely have like that side of me. And then like the queer panic, relatable. Yeah, just the generally being quiet but weird, I think is definitely a facet of my personality that I related to her with.
I don't think I'm anything like Danielle. I think she's like one of the best characters to play. I don't use Twitter. I don't use social media that much. Yeah, I mean, she's awful, but I mean, she's brilliant to play. She's like Regina George to play.
Powerful.
I guess she's a bit powerful, but I don't think I'm that powerful.
Well, you give that off, so that's, you know.
Well, that's a facade. Okay, there we go. I come across as powerful, but I'm not really that at all.
Thank you guys for answering those questions. For everyone watching, you can catch Slay on the 14th of February on YouTube, and keep an eye out for any updates. Bye!
Bye!